15 minutes of heat here for you on 790 The Ticket. Your Miami Heat back in action today at 4 o'clock. 2:45 pregame shows. Zaslow, Tommy Tig will get you going as the Heat have one more round against the Pacers. This is sparring before the real fight starts on next Tuesday
what is
at 4 o'clock.
going to do?
What do you mean what's he going to do?
It's only 45 minutes.
His show?
No. Show ends at 2.
I don't know.
Is Crowder going to do 45 minutes?
No, I think they'll just broadcast. I think they just, when they have this Hawk and Crowder just on QAM at those on those days. You know, they're a simulcast, Leroy. They're on 2 stations.
Yeah, they always remind us.
We did get the Heat schedule, so it's going to be next Tuesday's game 1, 4 o'clock. Next Thursday's game 2, 1 o'clock. Game 3 will be next Saturday, 3:30, and then game 4 will be one Monday from this Monday on August 24th at 6:30 p.m. So a lot of afternoon action.
Hey, I got to tell you, are they timing these things according to ranking of the series?
Yeah, I think so.
Is this the worst one?
No, it's got to be Bucks Magic, right? Because at least here you got the T.J. Warren, Jimmy Butler.
Though. You got the MVP.
Yeah,
true.
Toronto and the Nets.
Toronto Nets has to be Toronto Nets.
Yeah.
At least Heat and Pacers, even though it's kind of been already shut down, you have T.J. Warren and Jimmy Butler. Like that could be a kind of a thing. Maybe they'll fight again.
No. I mean, as far as interest, like. Yeah.
No, the playoff series sucked, man. Like, it would have been much juicier if we would have gotten Heat Sixers.
What do you think the most watched first rounder would be? Would definitely be Lakers and Portland.
If Portland advances.
Because a lot of people think Portland has to win it.
Yeah, Lakers, Portland if they advance. Let me see what the lineup is right now. You got
Utah and Denver.
Clippers versus Mavericks is a good series. It's not juicy, but it's a good series. Denver versus Utah, meh. Oklahoma City versus Houston is fun because you got the team petty with Chris Paul versus James Harden, but you do lose a little something with no Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
at least at the beginning,
right? But right now, if you have the chance at Portland, LA, because everybody kind of feels like Portland's got that sneaky shot to give LA some run.
Hey, don't we always do that? Don't we always you have the young team coming in and. Like, they do it especially with all the 15 seeds in the
NCAA
tournament, right?
Oh, I love it.
There's always a 15-2, and they'll say, oh, this team, and then they go out there and get stomped.
You're good for at least 2 12-5 upsets a year. That's always a common one.
That's true,
right? But. So, it
happened in the NHL in the qualifying rounds. Both the 12-5 matchups advanced.
The NHL, an 8 seed could win the Stanley Cup.
That's true.
Right? I mean, when you get into basketball, 8 seed ain't gonna win the NBA championship. Although this year, with the circumstances being what they are, no home court advantage, and you don't have to travel far, I always said this is going to be. If you earn a championship this year, it'll be one of the truest championships that there's ever been because you didn't have, even though you won more games, you didn't get to take advantage of home court.
Well, I think it depends. Like the Bucks or the Lakers win it, it's a true championship. But if somebody like a 7 or 8 seed goes all the way and wins the title,
What if Portland would have won it?
Let me tell you something. When the Heat are hosting the Larry O'Brien Trophy, I can already hear the haters now. All right, I can already hear the haters now. All right, they sound like Mark Cuban. Trust me. By the way, did you say you had breaking Heat news, Robbie?
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have a line for tonight.
Oh, all right.
So it's come out that the Pacers aren't playing anybody, the Heat aren't going to be playing anybody, and even some of the guys that they would play tonight are out, like Gabe Vincent and KZ Okpala. But the Pacers have come out as 1-point favorites tonight.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Over, under 5 points for UD.
Over.
Okay. Over under 20 minutes.
Under.
All right.
I think he comes out guns blazing.
You think he's gonna try to make a 3? That was fun.
Well, no, because he always does.
He's like, that's where he is in his career. He's like, you know what? I always wanted to make a 3.
Like I probably wouldn't even let UD do what he does, which is be just absolutely wet from the mid range. That was people don't know. Before that
he was baseline jumper.
Oh, that was pure art. Pure art. I'm telling you. You highfalutin kids, you don't know. You don't even know.
Hey. No, okay. One more. Does UD make a 3?
I'm gonna go no.
See, I believe he's gonna make
-1.
You think he's gonna make a 3?
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
Why, Leroy? He's gonna shoot it.
He's been trying for 5 years.
Why, Leroy? He's gonna have 15 attempts.
Yep.
Well, he doesn't have 0. He's got makes in his career, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a couple.
I think they're gonna load him up like Duncan Robinson, have him running around.
You know what? I think maybe Spo kind of feels bad for what he did the last game, making him more a polo.
He should. Give
him a -1. And maybe he has him go out there and play 30 minutes.
Let's see. His totals, 3-point makes in his career. Udonis Haslem has made 4 3-pointers in his career.
4, that's an average of .01 per season.
-1.
Why are we gonna harp on the negative?
You don't have to break it down so much. You rat bastard. By the way, the Heat did announce.
Somebody asked me about a player. I can't remember who it was, and it said, "I got to tell you." They say his plus and minus has to be pretty bad. I'm like, he's just minus. Like just minus.
-1.
I didn't say UD. I want to talk about UD. Wow, Robbie.
Hey, watch it.
You getting that thing? Why?
You didn't specify the player was.
Why you hit the -1 like the dump button?
Do you want to hear ESPN's breakdown of the Miami Heat going into the playoffs? You want to hear what they have to say?
Sure.
All right, so they're breaking down all the teams. Their Vegas odds plus 3,500 to win it all. Their odds versus Indiana, 57% to win the series. All right.
That's low.
I feel like it's low, too.
Yeah, they're minus 220 on the money line.
Hey, that doesn't sound... I'm going to tell you right now, that doesn't sound like a sweep. 57%?
It's a sweep, dude.
All right.
It's a sweep. Trust me. Here's what it says. It says, the Heat have been up and down in the bubble because of injuries, because they are convinced they are somehow ready to come all the way out of the East. Jimmy Butler has fit seamlessly in the role as a leader. Bam coming to his own as an all-star. Team is deep, talented, confident. MVP of the restart, Tyler Hero. Adebayo and Jay Crowder have each had some nice games as Butler and Goran Dragic dealt with bubble injuries, but Hero has given the Heat a lift almost every night, spaced the floor offensively. He has had 12 turnovers in 8 seeding games, including 5 in the loss to Milwaukee, but the Heat believes the rookie is ready for a postseason stage. Biggest concern in how they addressed it, it's the same question that has hovered overall the Heat all season. Who is going to help carry the offensive load if a team can slow down Butler in the playoffs? Adebayo is a gifted player, but he isn't able to create his own shot with a wing who thrives in late game situations. Hero will get his chances, and it will be crucial for young guards Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson to shoot well, but the team needs to find a player who can take some pressure off of Butler.
Hold on. Who wrote that?
Hold on. We got one more. A couple more. One bubble stat. The Heat are second in the bubble in points per game off of turnovers, third in fast break points per game. They rank 24th and 25th respectively in categories before the season came to a halt. The matchup to watch is obviously Butler versus Warren. It says, it's on again. Is it? Is it, though? Who wrote this? This highfalutin Nick Friedel? Oh, of course he did. Butler and TJ Warren's history has been well chronicled over the past few months, but it's a matchup that will define the Heat series against the Pacers. Butler loves taking on personal challenges to slow a team's best player and will be even more motivated to do so given the pair's history. If Butler can stop Warren, the Pacers won't have enough offensive firepower to get past the Heat. One wild bubble prediction. I don't believe the Heat can win it all this season, but I think they need one more start. But I do think they can upset. But I do think an upset of top-seeded Bucks is possible. Miami has the length and defensive intensity to match Milwaukee. This is going to be a lot of fun watching Giannis and Butler square off for 7 games.
Hold on. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. Because I'm not fanboy or anything like that.
Yeah.
Has he been watching Jimmy Butler basketball?
I mean, he's been watching it for a long time. He's Nick
Because
Friedel.
they've been relying on other people to score because Jimmy's shot has been off. And for him not to mention any of those names, like Duncan Robinson, who has the best percentage, or isn't he the best in the league this year?
It's weird to watch the Heat and put Duncan Robinson almost as a throw-in when it feels like Duncan Robinson on a certain night is the Heat's best player.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. For him to say nobody else could score and who else... How about Gogi off the bench? How about Tyler Hero
Not even
creating his own shot?
Not even a mention of
The
Goran
only
Dragic.
person that and
Hey,
here's
listen.
what bothers me.
Well, let me ask you something. What do you expect of a guy who has Wi-Fi that sounds like he's doing the show out of a cave?
But here's the problem I have with that. They're giving these comments as if they hear the big names on the team, but not like they've seen the team.
Yep.
Because if you say, "Oh, Bam can't create his own shot," and if Jimmy doesn't do it, they can't do it. He hasn't watched Heat basketball at all.
Also,
at all,
you're
not
saying-
one lick.
You're saying the showdown in the Heat Bucks series is Giannis versus Butler? You don't think it's Giannis versus Bam?
No, but what I'm saying is when he talked about scoring,
No, I get you.
he said, "Who's going to be a compliment to Bam?" I mean, to Jimmy, because Bam is not there yet. I'm like, anybody else?
Well, I think
They
Ruth
all
said-
everybody's been shooting threes. They're the best 3-point shooting team in the country. Why not mention that?
Root said on the broadcast the other day, I think it was 38% of his points are coming from the line this year.
He's not making any shots, and he's finding other ways to score. But Jimmy's scoring is fine, but it's not from scoring, if you know what I mean. It's from getting to the line.
You know, I can't believe that they're having. You know, I'm pretty amazed that they were even able to get Nick Friedel to send in that breakdown of the Heat going into the playoffs when he's got Wi-Fi like this.
Goran, you've been very complimentary of the Heat culture over time. Do you believe that you guys walked into the bubble situation with at least a mental advantage over teams because the atmosphere in Miami is so basketball-centric?
I'm sorry to a little break up. I didn't hear you well. Can you repeat that, please?
Sure. You've been very complimentary about the culture in Miami with the Heat.
Excuse me, listen. Are you actually doing Wi-Fi from Slovenia? Can't understand you. No wonder Nick Friedel left him out of his breakdown. He's salty because Goran called him out for his cheap Wi-Fi. That's probably why he wasn't even getting a mention. Excuse me, listen, be nice if you ask question. Why don't you type it in next time, okay, buddy?
I'm sorry to a little break up. I didn't hear you well. Can you repeat that, please?
They sound the same.
Sure. You've been very complimentary about the culture in Miami with the Heat.
Yeah. No thanks.